And we are live. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. How you doing there, Lawrence?
I'm good, but you got to say that. You got to say that with a little more energy.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's what you told me. I mean, you got to say, "Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys." That's how you got to say it. That's what you told me the other night.
Well, I wasn't doing a drop. I was just welcoming the people to the show.
Okay. All right. Welcome. What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much. Things are things in the drone world, and those guys are looking at some new things this year.
Yes, we are
changing up the live stream a little bit.
Night Train,
crazy. Hey, Night Train, what's good, man?
Dropper shot. We're
looking to do a little changes to the live stream. Nothing drastic, just enhancing.
We're gonna do a few things.
We're not changing the date and everything like that. We're not changing the time, but we're gonna be changing up a few things, some props here and there, and some just the aesthetics.
Right.
We're doing a little fixer-upper and then also, hey Hadley, what's good, man?
What's up, Hadley? What's up, Night Train? How are you guys? It's funny, the FPV people get here before the camera drone people.
Yeah,
But then when I talk FPV, everyone's like, well, what's up with that?
I don't know.
But can I just say one thing? Because I had hit Night Train up at about 5 a.m, which means it was probably 2 or 3 a.m. his time.
Good, Hadley.
But I had hit up Night Train and I asked him for some FPV settings really quick, and he gave me his settings. I told him I would let him know what's going on. Well, the 500 milliwatts out of my radio, out of the radio here, and the 800 on the VTX. I have a Mach 3 VTX, and it was only able to go up to 600. But I did do a distance test, and the distance test was good on video and everything. I kept getting a lot of signal back at me. But hey, Paul, what's up? I'll make it quick, guys. I lowered my VTX to 200, and I lowered my radio signal to 100 milliwatts. And I was able to fly from one end of the park to the other without signal breakup. And we're talking 380 yards. And maybe about a little over 3.5 football fields, which is the entire park. So thank you very much, Night Train.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Paul.
How do you know how far you actually go with these things if there's no telemetry?
Well, I've been flying in this park for so long, and I use something called a field measurer, and it actually marks the spot where I am, and I touch the dot, which is the destination, and it tells me the distance between there. They have these things called apps.
Yeah, that are kind of accurate.
What's up, Paul? How are you?
Lawrence, I wanted to be the first one to congratulate you. Herman told me that you ordered the
Here we go.
The
Here we go.
Evo 2, and I congratulate you.
You want to know
that's
what?
I wanted to ask Hadley. You going with the Pro or the the regular one?
Yeah. You guys in the audience. Oh, Paul.
You got it back. All right.
Yeah, but I haven't had a chance to check it out because I was flying FPV this morning. Sounds like that VTX connection is damaged. You want to know what? There's a very good chance, Hadley, because as I got out to the edge of the park, I wasn't getting breakup. I was getting lines like slicing through down like that. I brought it back. I made sure the antenna was on tight. Hadley says he's getting the Pro.
Yeah, I see it. Which one are you getting, Paul? Or which
one? Paul. Now listen.
The ones that I want are not available yet.
Well, I'm only asking because I was speaking to Herman earlier, and I was mentioning to him that I think it's an absolute waste to get the 8K camera. And I'm only saying this because the 8K camera is a 1/4 inch. Now, you have people that have the Mavic 2 Pro, which is a 1 inch. You have people that have the Phantom 4 Pro V2, Phantom 4 Pro, whatever versions, and they all have 1 inch sensors. Why am I going to pay for 8K with the half-inch sensor when the 6K camera
Yeah, I
is
always
a
thought
1-inch.
that one was better because you have more of a wider parameter of video shooting
Right.
with that drone.
A dynamic range.
Okay,
Yeah.
Night Train.
As well as pictures is concerned.
Well, you want to know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all of those,
to cut you off, Lawrence.
go
But
ahead.
I actually thought they were going to sell one drone with interchangeable payloads, and I could just
That's
buy
what I thought.
different lenses, and that's where I think they might.
That may be the downfall.
They flipped it over. One of the guys did, and showed you, well, you got to take these screws off, then you got to go inside, take these screws off. You got to unplug this and unplug that. So that's not what I call interchangeable cameras. You know?
No. But to see the Mavic 2 also had interchangeable camera. They also have interchangeable cameras. But the problem is the actual tool that you need to open up a Mavic 2, they don't sell in any store.
Yeah.
You know, so
that bird in on the $2,000, Paul. So,
well, the other one that I'm looking at is the Duo, and I want the higher end Duo, and it looks like it's going to be about $3,400.
Well, hold on. Hadley says, "You sure there's a 1-inch sensor?" Yes, Hadley. They have 3 models. They have the 6K. They have the Evo 2, which is just a plain Evo 2 with a half-inch sensor. Then they have the Evo 2 with 6K capability, 6K at 24 and 25 frames per second. Okay, but it's a 1-inch sensor. Hey, Explicit, what's good? Now the third version they have is the Duo. It's a Duo with sorry. They have a Duo version with 2 cameras for infrared, but they also have a version of Autel 2 that I believe has the 8K, but it's only a half-inch sensor. The 8K is half-inch. The 6K is 1-inch. That's the only 1-inch sensor in all of the new Autel drones coming out. I'm sorry. I'm a little frazzled. I was doing a lot of FPV today. I burnt so many batteries. I came home with batteries and like, damn, I thought I was doing something. But what are you looking up, Herman? Jay Santiago.
Well, I had it when we covered it the first time. I had all that information here. Now I got to go look it all up again.
But the specs, wait a minute.
On what camera was on what? And the size of the...
I just go straight to Google and say...
Yeah, see? A 1-inch sensor with 6K resolution.
Yes, the 6K one, the 6K version right now to me speaks louder than that 8K.
Right, because it covers what we're able to shoot and use and on any machine now for post editing. You know, I mean, even though if you have a decent processor in your machine, you should be able to handle that 8K.
Hadley says he thinks they have them mixed up on the ad. That's a possibility.
It's right because we covered it when they first announced it.
There you go, Hadley.
It did have a 1-inch sensor on the...
There you go, Hadley, from Drone DJ himself. Those are the specs I go by. You know why? Because I respect Drone DJ, and he actually harasses these people for this information.
Who, Higher?
Yeah, unlike some individuals around the world.
He's usually on point, though.
Yeah, exactly my point. Now, if you want, I could share the page, but it says a 586 gimbal provides 8K video camera that will take still photos. Huh?
No, go ahead. We covered it before. I remember we talked about it.
Right. And then they have the 383, which features an Ultra HD 1-inch sensor at 6K. Now, I don't know about you, but everyone's transitioning to Ultra HD. Pretty much, if you're still using 1080 HD, you're like on dial-up.
Not really, because that's a platform that can be viewed everywhere and anywhere. Everything that you see broadcasted is usually in that.
Well, Hadley says, what if they're doing it to mess with the DJI poachers? It's you want to know what? We're not going to get political, but they're doing what Iran just did a few days ago. They're throwing rocks to see if anyone gets hit with one. I just got your alert that you're live right now.
Well, I'm live.
9 minutes into the show.
As far as that's concerned, I understand what they're doing. You know, that would be the next step to go with a camera. You know, you're bringing your cameras in, because if you look, a lot of your DSLR cameras are doing the exact same thing right now.
Yeah, I agree.
8K, and I'm talking about out of one body, and it's shooting even in the 1080p and so on and so forth. So
Hadley's using 4K Ultra HD, and if you look at his FPV videos, you would think he has something better than a GoPro on his bird. Desmond's Donders, how are you? What's up, buddy?
Desmond.
Okay, and I know you're not into FPV, but Hadley's videos, all his videos are crisp, they're clean. He's using 4K at Ultra HD. I don't want him to reveal his secret, but when I say it's crisp,
not really a secret.
He flew by a rock one day, dude, and I swore I saw a lizard. Okay, that's how crisp it is. And I'm talking flew past a rock at a decent speed. You can pick up detail and everything. But UHD is where it's at. You even see that in Filmora 9. They're using that UHD thing there.
But I'd actually like to, you know, with some of the things that we do, that's why I told you, like, you know, when you guys were talking about the Mavic Mini and what it can and cannot do, you know, if they ever came up with something like that can actually, you know, get right up in there into the close spots.
Yeah.
They would have a complete line of birds for shooting, because they have drones that cover all of the spectrum.
Yeah, they do. They do. But you may not bring it up, but I'll bring it up. Hadley and everyone else that's in the chat right now, Herman's been bringing this up about how nothing still beats the Phantom 4 camera, the Phantom 4 Pro camera. I need to specify, because and I'm going to go into detail what I mean by that. And I'm quoting Herman's exact words, and it's actually true. Phantom 4 Pro camera, and this is any Pro series of in the Phantom 4 series, has a physical aperture. Am I correct? Is that
you have a global shutter?
Right. It's a shutter. It's not a digital. It's not the aperture. Shutter. It's a shutter. You have a global shutter, which means it's a physical shutter that moves up and down.
What that does is it's excellent for letting in the light source for the camera. See, a camera works just like your eyeball. Without light, it can't see.
Right.
If there's no light, your eye can't see. It might start to compensate for what it's there, or for what other little light might slip into that area, and you might be able to focus on something. But without light, it can't see. So when you talk about the way, and I've seen this with every single drone that I've seen before and after the Phantom 4 Pro, everybody is using these digital shutters that expose the sensor to the light in segments.
Right, because it has to roll across.
With a mechanical shutter, which is what they call a global shutter, what it does is it opens and it closes.
Right.
Opens and it closes. It exposes the sensor to the light one time.
But not the digital sensors, right? Digital sensors don't do that.
So when you're shooting video, it makes for a cleaner, crisp, more video. You know, it's better for shooting video.
The Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic 2 Pro, these Evo 2s that are coming out. I can't speak for the X Dynamics Evolve 2, but all of these drones have a digital shutter.
Right. Now, a lot of guys are talking about stuff like photogrammetry. Now, I'm looking at where this drone business is going right now. And with everything going into this commercial market trying to take over, there might be work for guys in photogrammetry. And if you don't have a drone with a global shutter, you can't get the accuracy in photogrammetry.
Well, hold on. Tonight Train says Tony and Chelsea got rid of 4K. 2.7 is what they use. Most people can't view over that anyway. And this is my point why I would go Night Train. This is my point why I would go with the 6K camera. Right now, 9 out of 10 people can't even look at 4K or have 4K televisions or 4K computer screens or 4K phones. You know that doesn't
Well,
exist.
if you can't
right
see
now.
1080p right now, you're in trouble.
Right. So if it's not in 1080p, all of that hype and everything is great. If you're producing movies and you're 107 pilot and you need that professional look, it's great.
And if
But
you
Herman
didn't
said
get
he
the
sent
link?
you a link, Ray. But if not, I'll send you one. I'll send you one right now.
I
The
sent
point
it
I'm
to
trying to
him.
make is the average person out there is having enough. The average phone out there is only 1080p. The average television out there is 1080p super. And what I mean by super, it's enhanced 1080p to look like simulated 4K. Most of those televisions, you know this, Paul.
Yep.
Right.
What's
You
up,
have
man?
there are
I
TVs.
shoot all my ships in 2.7.
You shoot up. Damn, Paul, you have to come in like that. I shoot all my shit in.
Hold on. Hey, EBR, FPV, how are you,
Hey.
brother? Michael with Blade.
Did you get the one
Welcome,
I sent you?
welcome.
Yeah, I got your
Okay.
link, Herm. That's what I clicked on. Yeah.
Captain Ray.
So,
I
What's
salute
good?
Paul,
you,
I see you
sir.
again, Paul.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. We're gonna party. Lawrence has got the shots lined up.
Okay.
Listen, check this out.
Mhm.
Check this out. I got a video to edit after this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well,
Not to change the subject, but to talk about sports real quick. Yo, Ray.
Yeah.
Do you see the nonsense that my Giants did, man?
Yo, how you hire
You
a
interview
special
Mike
team
McCarthy, and then you go and give the job to a wide receiver coach.
a special teams coach, bro? Special teams coach. That's horrible.
And now you want him to pick a staff of who?
Exactly.
Other wide receiver coaches?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. What is he, 38 years old or something like that?
he's probably somebody's illegitimate child.
You know what's the worst part about it? I think they hired him so they could manipulate him.
Listen, this is a lot of BS going on.
But
Hold on. A lot of going on because you heard Stephen A. Smith, man. Like this is serious. The NFL has a clause in the contract stating that they must give African American coaches the same opportunities as these other guys. Like, so they hiring all the Bill Belichick guys. You see what they're doing? All the Bill Belichick guys, like, okay, Bill Belichick, he's supposed to be the guru, but every coach that they hired under him, they have not done well. Every other team that I hired have not done well. Like, so I don't understand them, man. So it's a politics with that, man. So Stephen A. Smith, he's been going crazy.
Do you know what it is? They think that just like with the whole Parcells ring coming back all the way down the line from Lombardi, that they're gonna find lightning in a bottle every time.
Yeah. Nah, man. It's just wrong. It's just really wrong, man. Like, and I'm not gonna say like I can't say it's not race, man, because it's gotta be race, bro. Like, come on. These are they have 4 good Black African American guys out there now that can do a good job as head coaches, and they're not given any opportunity. So this is wrong. This is wrong.
I mean,
The views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily
it's
the
from
views
Ray
and
Hall.
opinions of everyone on the panel tonight.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a live stream after this. I'm a vent.
But even with
I don't want to be monetized.
But even with that, Mike McCarthy, come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on,
Then
man.
Dallas hired him the next day.
Yo, that's Jerry Jones shenanigans, man. Just like that wide receiver coach over there. How do you hire a wide receiver coach in New York City?
To come here and win now.
Right, to win now.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, good luck. They're gonna eat him up, man. They're gonna eat him up. They're gonna eat him up, man.
Where's he from?
From New England.
From Bill Belichick camp. Yeah, he's one of the under the regime.
Thank God you have a known coach to put him to, because nobody would know where he came from.
True.
They'd be like, he came from
where?
He coached.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you know who's getting the next head coaching job? The girl is coaching the defensive backs there. Where's she at now?
Oh yeah, what's
yeah, she gonna get the next head coach job.
Yeah,
right?
that'll be crazy because you know they pushing a movement for that too, right?
Listen, we are going.
Dude, listen, they got males cheerleaders now in football, bro. Things is changing.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw that, I was in college.
Yeah,
and it was my first college game ever.
Mm-hmm.
I run out on the field with the team and I see the cheerleaders. I was like,
yeah,
that's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, disclosure.
Do you have that now?
Okay, L, so real quick.
Yeah.
And Anthony Charles, if you can hear me, I don't know you be on this live stream.
Whoever, I don't know. We get a lot. We get more lurkers.
Hey, Sean, what's good, man?
But they
Sean,
lurking. So the lurkers.
I'll send you an invite. Go ahead, Ray.
Listen, man. Like, they did a very good selling point with that Ortel. They video, the graphics, all that.
I know where you're going, but go ahead.
But this is what I'm telling you, where everybody, if you're not smart, you're being duped. Number one, and this is going to be the number one killer. If they think it's not going to be a geofencing on this drone, they're out of their Ras-Clod, Blumberclod mind.
Yes.
Right? Any new drone is going to have that. Number two, you put up a picture of an 8K video, you downgrade it to 4K, and you think that looked better than that 4K came out of that Hasselblad? Boy, you bugging. You're bugging. And they also shot it in full field of view, and they cropped it down so to make it look like their camera was more in depth.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that with the AK.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying. But the pictures, they try to put the picture like one was zoomed up, one was zoomed out. Open it up, bro.
Ray.
And hold on, one more thing.
Go ahead.
We know regular 4K is 2160. That Mavic 2 Pro, it has a 3000 for high 4K. It's like a 6K basically, but people don't know that. And what DJI about to do, they're about to do an upgrade on this Hasselblad on this Mavic 2. Get ready before they even come out with that next
and call it the Mavic 3.
Watch this. They're about to come out with a crazy. They were just waiting to see what these clowns gonna do. The technology is already in that bird. They just have to release it in the firmware. Yep. Like, y'all want to play games with cameras and swapping out? Now, that last drone, the only one's gonna buy that is first responders. Nobody's gonna buy that other drone with the thermal camera.
Yeah, it's got a nice thermal camera on it.
It has a nice thermal camera, but you talking about 612 against 540. What's the difference, really? Like, it's no real big difference. It's in the eyes, man. It's people's eyes that see different things. Yes, sir.
Ray, I have a better analogy for people who don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Okay, break it down.
Right now, DJI is a sniper up on a building, and they're surrounded by the police, right? And what's happening is the police are trying to see where DJI is, where the sniper is, and what the sniper's about to do. And what DJI does is, and they do it quite often, they lean over the roof, and everyone goes, hey, there he is. And he fires one shot and hides. And then when everyone sticks their head back up, they take him out one by one. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Now, don't get it twisted. This Ortel Evo 2 is going to make some money. Just on
if they release it.
We discussed this on Facebook earlier this week. 9 out of 10 people out there haven't even seen true 4K. So how the hell you know what the hell 6K and 8K look like?
Dude, people's eyes are bad. I've been saying this for months. 1080p is all people are going to see. You could buy all these 4K.
Listen, cable isn't even producing. These cable lines across the United States aren't even pushing 4K video through the cable boxes yet.
They tell you that, but they're taking your money, but they're not.
No, they're selling you a 4K TV and telling you the cable box is pushing 4K.
But they can't even transmit that 4K yet.
It's actually 1080p Super
Res 1080p. That's what it is.
Well, YouTube supports 8K now. They've been supporting that for a while. So the people with the super cameras and everything like that, they
have been supporting it for a while. But
but that's for the studio. That's for Stephen A. Smith and all those guys at ESPN. That's what they're using. That's not for us.
Us mere mortals can't even get it to play.
First of all, everybody who get that drone, go out and buy yourself a real 4K monitor and watch what it's going to cost you. You're going to wish you wouldn't bought that drone because you're not going to better render nothing with the computers you have. I don't care what you built. If you ain't got the right processor in there, you're done, bro.
And Geeks Varner says the Autel looks good, but I would be very interested. My only issue is, please, someone make these companies release the drones when they are ready.
That's them.
Hello.
I said.
Hold on. Someone told me today that they're taking their money off of that Skydio baloney and they're putting it on Autel.
Yep.
Because if you think about it, right, Skydio came out with this drone, right? They had enough of it for commercials to shoot videos, and they built enough to give out to their friends and family on YouTube to do reviews. Only the top dogs on YouTube. Okay, fine, because you want everybody to make a big deal out of it. So your actual release date for this drone is when? Because it seems like a Ponzi scheme. You need my $100 to make the drone so that he can get one. And as you get money in, you get more money and build more drones so he can get one.
Yep.
And then you get more money in, and so you can build more drones so I can get one.
And then you
I don't want it for I don't want it for next Christmas. I want it for now.
Yeah, and then the software is not going to be ready. It's going to be a beta version. It's not even going to be the full software. So you got to wait for the full software.
This is an old IBM trick. Yeah. You guys remember when we had the 8-inch floppy disk?
Yeah.
Okay. IBM used to do this, and it works in stocks across every country and every company in every country around the world. You come up with idea number one. You put it on the disk. You say, I'm launching it on day so-and-so, so-and-so. As long as that item releases on that day, your stocks will go up so freaking high because people are giving money saying, okay, Paul's coming out with this new idea. And what IBM was famous for was those floppy disks with DOS operating system. They came up with DOS 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, just to meet that launch date. But they never had a working version to begin with. They were fixing it on the fly. And IBM has been doing that since they had computers in old buildings.
But that's why everybody does that now. With a
firmware update.
That's just like when you go, if you look at a phone, everybody talks about, oh, well, you know, the new phone is coming out. Don't buy it then. Wait 4 months or so after they come out with all the updates.
How are you?
And now the phone works properly.
Yep.
But if not, you liable to get your alarm going off while the phone's ringing and you can't dismiss the alarm.
That's why when Sprint sent me the new iPhone 11 Pro, I sent it back. I said, Dave, you go for update, so I don't want it right now. Send it to me after New Year's. Send it to me after New Year's. When you're finished with all the bugs and everything, then you send it to me.
I just got this and I got an update already on it.
Look at that. Already. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
And I'm speaking about DJI, the same thing with them. They pushed that mini out.
But everybody is like that.
Right. They had
to
3
reach
updates.
The launch date.
Yeah, they had 3 updates. But when they say they coming out with something, DJI, they coming out with it.
They come out with it, right?
Right. They're not BS, and they're not taking nobody money up front. You understand?
I never had to do that.
That's a scam, man. That is a scam. If your product is that good, why are you taking a deposit? You're taking a deposit so you can build that drone.
They don't have none.
Yeah, they can build that drone, bro. I know the game.
They don't have any.
A real big company is not going to take your money to put a deposit. Well, the drone is $1,500, $1,300. You're going to take $100 as a deposit, bro?
Yeah.
You're going to take more than that. You know what I mean? So you're going to take $100 on low bat, so you're going to figure you get like 200,000 people with $100. Okay, we can build these drones now.
Right.
Yeah.
You send them out. You send them out, right? You collect the other 1,300. I can make more.
Yeah.
It's called the Ponzi scheme.
That drone is $400 or $500 to make that drone. I guarantee you, it's way under what the market is. What do you think, Paul?
It's called the Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
I get money from you so I can pay Paul.
You take from Peter to pay Paul.
I'm just waiting to see I'm just waiting to see the clown come up with it. See it through the review, Xavier. You hear me? I want to see him come up with it. Yeah. Make sure you got that vest and that hat on.
Getting back to what we were talking about earlier, I refuse.
Hey, Jess, where you at, Jess? Where you at, Jess?
No, I laugh at every time.
That's why, dude. That's why I laugh. That's why I said, because I know you're gonna get a kick off of that one.
Listen, Anthony Charles came out here with me and John today, right, to hang out. with us, right? Because he
Yeah,
you
we
know,
saw
he
you
comes from
freezing out.
Rockaway a lot, right? Now he told me the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's how they
saw him.
look.
You
We
saw him.
saw
It was
you.
like this. But anyway, he told me today that why would I get an 8K camera, half inch, when I can get a 6K camera with a 1 inch?
Right.
That's kind of going backwards. The people who own
Matt broke it down. Look at the live feed. Matt broke it down to them.
right, but who the people who have the Mavic Pro, the
Right.
Mavic 2 Pro, the
Uh-huh.
people who have the Phantom 4 Pro, there's
Mm-hmm.
no way in hell that these people are going to downgrade to a half-inch sensor
No
that's
way.
only giving me 8K at 24 to 25.
Then I'm gonna have to bump and render back down to 4K anyway to produce
Yes,
an image.
this is my point.
That's what I was saying.
That's why I said the 6K one is the best way to go. Like with
If you're gonna go with it, yeah,
right, because it's got a 1-inch sensor,
yeah,
and it shoots in 4K. It shoot the 4K 60, just like the P4 Pro.
And
The only
2.7.
The only downside I have to all of these drones is the mechanical shutter. It's not. They don't have a mechanical shutter.
Okay, I got you.
They don't have a global shutter.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Can't beat the old girls. The old girls got mechanical shutter.
I'm telling you, boy. I'll put my Phantom up against any drone out
hold
there.
on, Herman.
Yeah.
See, we've been watching Justin's background so much. I noticed 2 Phantom 4
What?
Pros.
There's nothing changed.
I know. That's why I'm looking at Herman's
No,
screen,
actually,
because he got 2 Phantom 4
Yeah,
Pros.
Herman got four Phantoms.
Representing the V2.
Well, he just
Phantom.
ordered another one today.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, V2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a V2 there.
No, the new V2.
No. To hell with the V2.
No, he ordered a new one.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I told you I'm about to sell that one to that guy, Herm. His girl came back today, so I bought her that. She saw it. So next week she bring me the 1100.
Okay.
But I found a 4 Pro with the screen with the monitor with the view on it.
The Pro Plus.
And then I'm taking that money. I'm taking it right to DJI, and I'm getting that V2.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna wait for them to come out with the new one, and I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show them that DJI. I'm a firm believer in their product and their customer service. I've never ever had a problem with them, because when I call up, if you sounding crazy, I'm hanging up till I get somebody I can relate to. I'll hang up 10 times till I had somebody say, "Hello, this is DJI." Okay, what's up, bro? You know,
Right.
You always get good things when you speak to the woman. See, the women,
yeah, exactly.
they good, man.
You speak to any of the women at DJI, you get cute.
Well,
some of them dudes over there.
Nah,
if you don't sound like you're reading a cue card, hello, my name is Roger.
Yeah, my name is me.
Well, not even that. It's not even so much that. I swear to God,
Mavic 12
if you
Pro.
call, I can guarantee you we can do a lot. Each of us could try it. Put a speaker call DJI and give them a problem. And I guarantee you their computer screen says, ask him what kind of device he's using.
Yep.
Yep. That's the first question.
And then they blame the problem.
I'm having a problem with my battery. It's not showing the battery percentage on the screen.
So it's your
tablet. What kind of device are you using?
It's your tablet.
Huh?
Then they're going to say it's your tablet. No matter what, the issue is always your tablet.
I knew batteries are coming, boy. I ain't even had to pay for them. I just got an email.
No, you know what? I told you when they was having all that problem with the Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
I went out and bought batteries.
All these batteries. This guy's battery man, yo.
Lord, here I got
battery man.
Empty box bag of here batteries, man. I bought them out.
Look at this. I have.
Well, Herman, if they ever give you that line, here's what stops them.
What did you say, Justin?
Look, this is a Mavic 2 battery.
Yeah.
I had this since last year or so.
Right. What you doing with it?
With this. There's no bubbling. There's no nothing. It's still holding a decent.
You don't want me to show you mine from day one the Mavic came out. I got my original batteries, and Herman saw it. My batteries is fine.
And that's flat.
2 years old. 2 years old, damn near, my batteries. And they fine. But Jess, I thought you got rid of the Zoom.
I did.
What's up with that battery, though? You just holding for mementos or something?
I'm going to get the 2, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yo, Check 20 got one for 1,000 right now, bro.
He always has one for 1,000. When I hit him up, it's a different story.
Nah.
Justin has been trying to get a Mavic 2
No, listen,
Pro
bro.
or Mavic 2 Zoom.
Yeah, he had one. He had one for.
I won't let him in the store.
Yeah,
One.
Now, Jess, listen. This one here, when you know you got to push the lens down and turn it to take the lens off, right? So on the bottom right of that lens, just a small scratch on it, bro. I flew the drone the other day. It's just a small scratch on it. That is it, bro. That is it.
But
And
Twan won't let him in the store.
Twan won't let him in the store because he doesn't know the password.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you the password right now. I'm gonna send you the password right now. It's called Roger. Say Roger said to call you.
Yeah.
I agree, Matt. I agree. The next DJI project is going to be so hot, people are going to go, damn.
I should have.
If you want to get a DJI product that doesn't have updates on it, you got to go to Micro Center. You know
Okay,
that.
Justin, you
they
got to
don't
lower
update
your
it.
camera because it's obvious you waxed the top of your
Yeah,
head.
exactly. All we're seeing is the shine on the top of your
I'm
head.
seeing the flicker and the fluorescent light off the top of your head now.
It's different lighting. Look, you want to shine more?
It's the lighting. See? He's got those studio
it's
lights.
the camera
It's
angle.
the camera angle. Yeah, the camera angle. Because you only
He's
see
got
from
those
your
studio
nose all the way
lights.
up. Yeah.
That's what
There
it is.
you go.
There you go.
I
There's his
understand.
smiling face. It looked like nothing but eyebrows and chrome.
I said, Chrome.
But yeah, this this
Somebody
new
walk up
Evo,
to you, Justin, with a towel and go, ah, I'm gonna laugh.
He had them do like this before.
Right, the shoe shine
Spit,
right.
spit shine.
Spray some water
That shit
before the
like
show.
Oh,
like a baby.
well, you know,
bottom.
since I'm the Micro Center whore,
Yeah.
if anyone is in the, I guess if you want the original DJI goggles, they're probably like $140 at Micro Center.
Stop
It's
it.
supposed to
Stop
rain,
it.
Lawrence?
Hold on, stop. Today, I did a distance test with my drone, my 7-inch drone there.
Right.
Okay, and Anthony Charles is wearing the DJI goggles, and they need to stop selling them.
Why?
They need to stop selling them.
You're talking the big box
I
one?
can throw further than they
Yeah.
can go, that they can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, they lose transmission fast.
Yeah, yeah.
I was never a big fan of it for its wireless setup.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, 'cause
works
it just-
fine with something like the Phantom series where you can go in with an HDMI cable.
We thank that lurker for that dislike. Without you, we would not exist.
Thank you.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, DJI goggles. Now listen, explicit. You're an FPV person. DJI goggles are like, you're flying with fat sharks. Like you're flying with fat sharks, and then it's like going down to flying with Oculus, with putting your phone inside. They're just not good.
What do you mean?
They work with the range of
VR glasses?
If you're trying to show someone how to fly and you're trying to show them the ups and downs and you plan on flying within line of sight like we all do as professionals, then they're okay. But other than that.
Well, Lawrence, what I'm curious to know too, I'll tell you about with that Evo, and I read this that they're predicting 40-minute flight time. And I listened to the guy at CES. He wasn't able to quote the speed of the drone flying straight ahead for 40 minutes. Now, for 40 minutes straight ahead, you know where you could be at in 40 minutes?
Dude,
go straight ahead.
40 minutes. I could go to the tip.
He probably
Queens.
the testing probably took it out and turned it back around to bring it back, kept going back and forth, because they're not. But I really believe that they probably did this indoors.
9 out of 10
no
tests
such
that
thing
they
as
do,
no wind.
9 out of 10 hover tests that they do are indoors or in areas like
It's
Hawaii,
not a hover test.
where
That's
there's
not
no
the hover
wind.
test. He
where there's
said
virtually no
flying.
wind.
He said flying straight line,
I
and he
saw
wasn't
that.
able to quote the speed
Why?
because he didn't know it.
Because it was only doing 1.7 miles an hour.
Right.
Well, hold on. Herman pointed out something to me earlier that I didn't realize. The Evo 1 was bigger than the Mavic 2 series.
Slightly,
Now,
yeah.
this Evo 2 is bigger than the Evo 1 series.
But
So-
Bigger than the
considerably.
Maverick
and
too.
and it's basically the size of a Phantom,
Yeah, it's
but
got a
folds
big
up.
copperhead on that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing's huge, man. It's like almost a 4-inch backing with that battery.
Right now,
retarded.
keep
That
in
thing
mind,
fall out the sky is gonna kill somebody.
it
trying to
also
tell you.
Herman mentioned that it weighs 2 pounds solid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but everyone that was complaining, I don't fly Phantom and stuff like that. They're flying a Phantom with legs that fold, pretty much, because it's that
It's
big.
real big.
It's huge, man.
It's in the 360 class right
Yep.
now. The Mavic Pro is a 250 class drone. I don't have anything here. 250. This is a 250 class drone. This is the size of my Mavic Pro. Okay, the Mavic 2 Pro, I think, is a 300 millimeter size, and this new Evo 2, I don't know the measurements, but if it's bigger than that, you
Yeah.
might as well be flying a Phantom.
Telling you.
Seriously,
Well,
paint a Phantom, Coast Guard orange, and try to sell it.
no, that would be an X-Star Premium. It might not work no more.
Hmm.
Might stop getting updates.
Oh, here, we didn't have any drone news, but I did read this.
But
For all of you guys out there, and I don't know who's watching this, but
Ooh.
if you or anyone out there knows someone who has a Karma,
Mhm.
GoPro has finally
They're taking them
terminated.
back?
They've terminated support for the GoPro Karma. So if you still have one and you need technical support problems, you're gonna have a problem because
Well,
they are
hold
no
on a
longer
second.
supporting their.
Are they
Karma-
buying them
Karma
back off
drone.
of people?
Well, the 2 or 3 people that did buy one, yeah,
Well, the 2 or 3 people have one left.
yeah, that's still working.
Somebody ought to contact Kelly Green and tell him that that they,
Well, 2 out of the 3 are in a coma at the hospital.
How about that?
yo, that drone was just a mess.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
I want to talk about Herman mentioned
Yo,
this earlier.
That did you see the video that Ken Herron has on the GoPro Karma where he uses the what do you call it, the audio from the $6 Million Man, the crash?
No,
Yeah, it is hilarious. It's a drone video or a drone crash, but he's using the audio behind it from the $6 Million Man. When he's radioing talking about how she's breaking up.
yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
It is a funny video. I've seen it. If you want to chuckle, it is kind of funny.
Mhm.
You can watch it a few times. So what now, Paul? You said you're not interested, but I happen to know from a little bee on the wall that Paul's been looking at the hotels.
Well, I always try to keep up on what's going on, but you know, when Herman told me that he had one on order, I said, "Okay, cool. I'm going to watch Herman."
You know, and start calling you Shield because you're good at bouncing stuff off you.
5.5 miles.
5.1 miles.
9 kilometers.
5.5 miles.
5.5 miles.
Yes.
That's what it said. 9
And
kilometers.
what's funny is they're creating all these drones 5.5 miles. The Phantom can go 4.3. And the way laws are going and the way they're trying to set stuff up, you're not even going to be able to go down the block.
No. I think that
Unless
I
you're
think that the
107.
doors are opening up more and more for you to be able to fly further. They're just gonna be like,
Okay.
where you going?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Yeah. Why are you all the way over here and you're
Yeah.
drone
You
like
going?
4 miles away? Like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, they just want to be able to know that.
Yeah. Okay. We
Yeah.
know you crashed something. We know you were way away. You wasn't line of sight. That's what
Well,
you want to know.
the other thing they're going to do, Ray, is you'll get a message pop on your screen. Call this number immediately. You're not where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
They let
I'm
that other
telling
guy
you.
fly out of the line of sight.
Paul. Yeah.
No, Geeks Vana says 5.5 mile drone. Will that mean they'll extend the airport no-fly zones? Well,
Yeah, right.
believe it or
No,
not,
that's just good for your transmission signal.
believe it or not, Sean at Geeks Vana, if they extend the no 5 mile no-fly zone any larger, New York will be no-fly zone will be splashing into other states.
Yeah, it'll be done, boy.
If what you think about the 5 mile radius now covers
To make it
Randall's Island,
5.5
Governor-
miles.
huh?
To make it 5.5 miles. Both airports would touch.
I'm in the 5 mile radius from Kennedy Airport, but I'm
So
in the
am
gray.
I.
I'm in the gray area.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm in the gray area, but it tells me it's altitude restricted,
There's a
prohibited.
restriction.
It's
Right.
got the yellow, so I
That's
can't go up. But
because I'm out of it.
Well, that's
But-
what happened to Twan. Twan came out here to fly while me and John were flying FPV,
Mhm.
and he goes, "My drone won't take off," and we're like, "Huh? What's the matter?" I'm like, "I've been flying from this park for years with DJI and everything else, toy drones, everything." And he goes, "It won't take off." So John or Anthony Charles says, "Well, why don't you apply for a token?"
The-
Right.
And he applied for the token because the actual no-fly zone where we were
Mhm.
were right on the outside
That's
border.
like with me. Like,
Just
I'm on-
inside, just
right?
inside. And when you're there, you look at the ceiling height in UAV, or before you fly,
Right.
you hit before you fly. I pulled it up. Okay. And I said, look, if
They
you
tell
want to
you.
know if you can fly here or not, before you fly, we'll tell you.
That's right.
And I'm not being endorsed for this, but I pulled up before you fly,
Yep.
and it came up with a yellow walking,
That's right.
with a yellow warning
Sticker.
saying you are in Class B airspace.
Mhm.
Fly with caution.
That's right.
Yeah.
With
Well,
400
plain
foot
and simple.
altitude. That give you the 400 feet altitude. Like with me on my block, if I go 2 blocks out, you know where I'm at on Buffalo.
Yeah.
If I just go to Rochester, I'm outside that bubble. I mean, I'm 2 blocks up to Utica.
Now
I'm
towards
outside the bubble.
Atlantic Avenue, it's
Okay.
still in the bubble.
Yeah,
Now-
towards Atlantic Avenue on Buffalo
From
going
where
across.
you are,
Right,
going
going
towards
across.
Atlantic.
But
The
3
question-
blocks over, you
Question
open.
I have is, was Twan able to fly eventually?
Yes,
the
yes.
token.
He applied.
Yes, but
He
I-
applied for the token and got it instantaneously
Yeah,
because I told him I have been flying from this place for years,
yeah.
for literally years. I
Good,
teach
how are
people how to
you?
fly in this particular park,
Mhm.
and I've had no problem. There are places in
Okay.
Far Rockaway my Phantom 4 Pro will not go up, but in this park it does.
Yeah.
Matt, to answer Matt's question,
Oh, okay.
what happens is they make those pixels
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, because he's
That's why
driving
when
the
you have
delivery.
say like a camera that has a 1-inch sensor and it's got 12 megapixels, the pixels are larger. So what they do is they allow more light into them. So that's how they can get away with having less megapixels in a larger sensor size than they can with a smaller sensor size. They make the pixels smaller.
In computer terms, Matt, they're overclocking the sensor.
Yeah. It's gonna say, I mean, it's gonna be grainy.
They're overclocking the sensor.
That's
They're
why
taking-
you have like
Al Diaz, what's up, brother?
the pixels are larger in that 1-inch sensor.
Right. And super sampled. Exactly.
I just want to see it.
Listen, I would love to see 8K footage. Unfortunately, I have 56-year-old eyes, so it wouldn't matter any freaking way.
Yeah.
That's why
But-
if you check out the Panasonic, the GH5,
Yeah.
when they went out with the GH5S, they put in less megapixels, making the megapixels larger
Right.
for better video quality.
Right. And less than the pixels. Yeah, that's what they do. They
Yeah.
play with it,
So
man.
it's pretty much overclocking the pixels,
Mhm.
you know, and it's the same term in computers. You
It
take
just allows
something
more light
that does
into the
100
pixel.
miles per hour and you give it some Red Bull and it does 120.
Well, you know, when I was younger, my mother used to tell me, "Stop overclocking, or you're going to go blind."
Yeah,
So,
that's what happens.
Well,
Well, if your mother has to tell you you're going to go blind, there's a problem right there.
okay.
I'm just
Okay.
going to say, I'm just saying,
Overclocking.
I'm just saying, that's all.
You might not want to do that, Paul.
I just heard from Roger. He's going to try and pop in here in a little bit.
Cool. We appreciate you all. Please click that like button and support each other. We shouldn't have to repeat it every live stream, but supporting each other helps.
See, they play around with stuff with this Evo. I'm looking at here now with remember I was telling you this before with like a lot of the full frame sensors and stuff like that. Even when you're videoing, they're not using the whole sensor. Well, they're giving you a little bit more usage of the sensor in this 8K, but it's still the same old tricks and things that you play around with regular, DSLR cameras.
Right. finagling and manipulating
Yeah,
the lighting and the lens and stuff like that.
yeah. It could be done. They're
Mhm.
doing it.
It definitely could be done. Movie people are doing it every day, so we can see the film that they make.
Right.
They shooting it in 8K. You believe me? Every movie that come out is in 8K, but they crop it down to that ultra 1080p high def. That's what we're looking at when we go to the movies.
Now, what I'm looking at here that sounds pretty good is this 1-inch sensor on with 6K resolution.
Yeah.
That sounds more reasonable.
But how do you know what
Everybody-
6K resolution look like?
Well, what it is that it shoot it, but you have to bump it down to get it to process to render for anybody else.
That means you have to have a powerful computer, bro, and a serious graphic card. Because you see right now, rendering a regular file, it could take you an hour.
Yep.
So imagine that 6K, but it's gonna run you a couple of times. Your computer's gonna burn out.
As
If they
long
ain't
as
ready for that,
it could play.
right? But playing is worse. If you can't render it, you can't play it.
Yep.
You can't play it. You're gonna just
Justin,
skip.
Here's the perfect example. Justin, what graphics card do I have in my machine? Because Justin built my machine, if you remember.
They're kind of old, but they're usable. You have
They're old.
Okay, now hold on. The point I'm trying to make is, hey, what's up, Drone Life
Oh, you
Mercy?
funny,
The point I'm
Paul.
trying to make is 4K, right? I can play 4K at 60, but every 10 seconds it hiccups.
I don't have that
Okay,
problem.
that's 4K at 60.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Hold on. I gotta hold on, my
You
neighbor.
don't have that problem, Herm?
I don't have that problem.
In 60 frames either, right?
No, I don't have
Those-
that problem.
well, you got a 6 gig card in your machine, so you could.
Well,
See? That's
Just-
what
Justin,
you got.
I give you a lot of credit for
Lawrence
keeping.
have to get a better graphics card.
Justin, I give you a lot of credit for keeping Lawrence's old machine running.
Yeah, man.
Well, no, his machine's not old. It's just the graphics card is old. He still has a 7th gen i7 in there, which is still good.
That's kind of like having an Olympic runner in a wheelchair, isn't it?
You better get
Well,
that-
no, it's like having an Olympic runner with the
At least he
shoes
doesn't
from
have an
the
i5.
Olympics
so-
ago.
Right. Get that NVIDIA, boy. That NVIDIA card, and then stop playing. They got
I mean,
a
if
nice one right now.
if I find the graphics card I want, I'm gonna sell Lawrence mine.
But Michael said I got that bad one that just came out, man. It's like about $399 right now.
I want last year's card. I want the 1080
No.
Ti.
I got
That's
you.
what I want.
And the one that came out, it got the two outputs. Because when I set mine, I'm gonna have two big wide screens. Like when I'm doing my stuff, man, I'm tired of closing the screen down and opening another screen. So I'm gonna have my Premiere on this one, my Photoshop on this one, and then just boom, boom. Actually, me and Matt gonna go Saturday and pick up some stuff. Yeah.
Novice left with his computer.
Oh,
Um,
ain't Saturday
Yeah,
supposed
Paul
to be a
said-
good flying day?
He said, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do, right?
yeah.
So that's what he said we're gonna do. We're gonna fly.
Yeah, Saturday should be a good day for flying.
What you doing, Jess? You got work Saturday, Jess?
Yeah, I worked the 4.
Okay. Yeah, so then by the time you get out.
Good luck.
Lawrence left? Oh, there he goes.
I'm
Look,
back. I
this-
got a phone call from my neighbor. There seems to be a parking dispute. And I try to explain to them. All right. See, everyone on my block
Oh, boy.
wants to be able, everyone on my block has a driveway that they don't use. But they want to be able to come out of their house and walk and get straight into their car. They want to be able to come on the block and pull in their own parking spot right in front of their house. And
They
what
have that
everyone fails to realize is it's public freaking
segregated
parking.
community.
It's public freaking parking.
Yeah.
You know, and I explained to them Herman. Now, Herman lives in Brooklyn. And I'm going to tell you, I was explaining to the lady last night. I'm like, look, you'll complain about somebody backing up past the borderline of your house and their bumper makes you have to back up, which means the other person that needs to park behind you has to park in the driveway. Make a long story short, I said, I have a friend named Herman lives in Brooklyn. Every freaking day he comes home.
He's like, yeah,
It takes him an hour to 3 hours to find parking. And then if he's lucky, he's got to walk a block or two. And
Telling
you guys are fighting over freaking feet.
Dude, my block over here, a lot of people have driveways. as a homeowner in your driveway, you have to park in your driveway. You're not allowed to park on the street.
Well, they need to pass
We
that
don't.
here.
No. This is the thing that we got on the block. You got a driveway. You park your car in your driveway. You do not be selfish and take the city street from people who need to park.
Right.
We don't play that around here.
This meatball over here,
Yeah.
he don't care. He parked the truck right there all night and then come out late night and get in and put it in.
Yeah, see, that's crazy, man.
And see, my
guys like
neighbors,
his car be done.
my neighbors have 4 cars, right? Now you have the driveway, which takes a car inside the driveway. Then you have a car that's in the driveway. Then you have to the left of the driveway a parking spot, to the right of the driveway a parking spot. They have 4 cars, so they take up this area. But when the neighbor comes out and sees that you're gone, and they back up their car past the border of the house, people get pissed off because then that throws everybody on the block off.
It does.
You're right. Before I had my computer, when Lawrence was teaching me how to edit, I came over by his house.
Two
incidents.
This is funny. This is funny.
Paul. 2 incidents happened. His sister-in-law one day, I guess she was pulling up when I was leaving, and I hadn't gotten the car yet. And Lawrence had told me you could park in the driveway.
Right.
Yeah.
So she pulls up, and she's in the car doing jumping jacks because she sees my car in the driveway.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yo, you had to see it. I'm like,
I can imagine.
I said, Lawrence, where's her car? He goes, parked in front of you.
But just
like,
because
that's crazy,
it's funny, but I'm the kind of person like this. You can't tell me what I can and cannot do on public property. It's like the FAA. It's like somebody telling me I can't fly my drone here when I know the rules and the laws, and I've done the research and checked the altitude and the surface to ceiling and all that bull before going flying. Okay.
That's what we do.
And so don't tell me I can't fly in this area because you're walking your dog.
Yeah.
You want to know? And this is what's happening here in New York. People can't even fly in certain areas because I'm walking my dog and my dog's barking and he's never barked like this before. And there's just so much crap going on. I wish just 3 years would go by and everybody would have freaking RFID. And if you don't have it, to hell with you.
You know what? I get it with some of these people with the dogs because I remember what happened to the lady in Prospect Park with the dog when I was flying the Phantom out there. The dog comes running over to me as I took off, and he comes running over and he's circling me, and he's like, and he's looking up in the sky at the drone. And this lady comes over, she's pissed and she's muddy, and she grabs the dog's leash and starts to walk away. He must have pulled her down from across the park where she was, and she had mud all on her pants and everything.
Hey, Herman, tell me it wasn't a Pekingese that pulled her down.
No, it was a good size. It was a good size dog.
But yo, remember when we was flying at Randall's Island and one of the members of that
group had
he had about 2 Rottweilers and they were just sitting there. And everyone's flying and we see the cops come over. So we see the cops. We're like, oh, here come the cops. They're coming to bother us. They didn't even care about us. All he was doing, they wanted to see the dogs.
Yeah, the cops. And you know what's funny? And this happened in a group that I'm still a member of, but this goes to show how many members in that group are punks. Because we were all flying at night. Yes, I said punks. I could have said something else. Okay, but this goes to show.
Like me to say it for you?
This goes to show how people are in this particular group. Because out of everybody freaking flying there, people, yo, Lawrence, the police.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
And that's what we said. Like, so?
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah. Everyone's like, let's fly here. Yo, we bad. As soon as the police go up. Yo, Lawrence, the police.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I go up and I greet them. Hey, how you guys doing?
That's not why.
Why?
That's not why.
Why?
Because if anybody
why are they punks? Why are they punks?
Well,
punks.
That wasn't the question I was going to answer.
Why are they punks?
Why they always bring it to you is just like I was told.
If you remember Elliot.
When I went to the first drone meetup, I was told when you go down there, there's
That's
this
Lawrence.
big guy named Lawrence that runs the whole thing.
Yep, yep.
Paul, I had no idea people were saying this. I had no freaking
And that
idea.
probably was started by the guy.
Well, that's because you have that imposing nature to you. I mean, think about it when Philly Mike first met you. I mean, it's like, oh my God.
Oh, did you hear that story? When we first met him, I thought he was like 6 feet tall. And he comes out the car. I'm like, he's barely over like 6 feet. He's like 5'8". I'm like, really?
Paul, Mikey, Philly Drone Life
Yeah.
was like, I can't meet you guys at the second spot. Me, Herman, and Justin were flying with Billy Kyle.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember telling Mike, when I come to Philly, I'm going to hit you up. And I hit him up on Facebook. Now, unbeknownst to him, he thought I was in Philadelphia by myself. He didn't know I had Herman, Justin, and Billy Kyle. Oh, and he went ballistic. Oh my God, I thought you were coming here by myself. I don't know if I want to fly. I'm like, dude, I came all the way to Philly. You don't know if you want to fly? So then he says, all right, I'll meet you guys. Where are you? So we gave him the second spot of, was it? Yeah, we gave him the second spot that we were at. And he was like, well, I can't make it there, but can you guys make it over to so-and-so place? And we were like, okay, cool. Paul, you know how mall parking lots are, right?
Yep, big.
I don't know too many people that can scream from half a
I've heard 'em
football
before
field
I
away.
saw 'em.
Half a football field away. Oh my God! He just you were there, Herman. You was there, Justin.
You know who he reminded me of? This is going back. You remember the old professor,
And we love you,
in
Philly.
Car Wash Lawrence?
Yeah.
He reminds me of Jerry Lewis. That's what he reminds me of.
No, but Paul.
Yeah.
Where he
The
came running
voice.
out of the car?
Jerry Lewis.
Now I know why his neighbors are pissed with him when he goes flying, because he's a loud person. I'm a loud person. Okay, I do speak loud. I'm very emotional.
His loud is a different loud though.
Okay, but he speaks loud and he yells when he talks.
Yep.
All right, and the way he was calling us, he was in a drive-through, and I couldn't throw a rock and hit that drive-through, so he was a good distance away. Okay, and all you hear is, hold on, guys, I'm on my way. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Well, you know
And the
what?
first, and he greeted you, didn't he? Look up at you and say,
No, I want to know what the people were thinking that were in the driveway behind him, in front of him, and the people that were in the window when he was ordering what he was or what they were thinking, because he's looking this way. And I'm going to tell you, when you look in the distance and people are this big, you're a pretty good distance away, but I could hear him clearly.
well, didn't he walk up to
Yeah,
you and
Big
say,
Matt, he did call me Sasquatch. He got out of the car and I swear he said, holy shit.
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, and the second funny thing was when you guys were in the restaurant afterwards, and he yells out in the restaurant, he's going to eat Billy Kyle's pickle.
No, what it was, we were in, where were we? What store were
Wendy's.
we were in Wendy's, and Billy Kyle ordered a burger. And he says, oh, I can't stand pickles. And he opens his sandwich up and he says, this sandwich would be perfect if it didn't have pickles. And he took the pickles out and ate them. And he took the pickles out and put them on the side. And we were all sitting there talking. And all of a sudden, Mike, Philly Drone Life, goes, hey, Billy Kyle, you mind if I eat that pickle? And Billy goes, thinking about it. Billy goes, sure, eat it. I don't give a, and he eats and he goes, oh my God, I just ate Billy Kyle's pickle.
Everybody in the damn in the Wendy's just like,
Everyone in Wendy's, you could hear crickets. And I swear the people that were cooking even stopped. You could cling, 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 pots and pans. It got quiet for at least 3 seconds. We had that awkward moment.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he calls me Sasquatch. I don't know why, but
he said
I had to bend down to hug him.
So big, like God damn you, I'm just so big.
Yeah, that's true. But he's a great person. We love Mikey. We love Philly Drone Life.
He's hilarious.
we plan on going back to Philadelphia, but I did find out something. The drone laws in Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, are slowly changing. You remember, Ray, how we could just pull up
Take off on
anywhere
the
out of our car and just
Yeah.
fly? The Rocky Museum, we had a meetup with how many people were there?
Oh,
like
yeah.
10, 15
A lot of
people. And right behind the Rocky statue, we're having a meetup there. Drones are taking off, landing. This museum's making money, you know, and all of that's changing.
Imagine
But,
if we did that.
but the
for
girl
the
came over there.
museum.
Remember, the girl walked up on us and asked us what we were doing.
Yeah, security guard. She was
Yeah, can you
security.
imagine if we did that about a museum here?
By the museum,
man.
the terrorists. These are the guys that are
would
flying
lose their
drones in
mind.
Colorado.
But that's just like something that I was telling Paul and them this morning. I was listening to this interview with Suzanne Summers. And she was talking about how she used to walk around on her property naked until people started flying drones. She can't do it no more. And I'm like, you 70-something years old.
Mhm. Yeah.
You might look better from 200 feet up.
Yeah. Somebody send you a shot of how you look.
But
That was the same one. She's like, "Oh, no, you got to go to the hood to get the good Philly cheesesteak sandwich."
yeah, Paul, we were talking about Philly cheesesteaks, and she was like, "Well, where are you guys gonna go?" Now, Billy Kyle, I love him. He's a great guy. He was like, "Let's go here to Pat's." We went to Pat's the last time we were
Everybody
there.
talked
Before
about
that,
Pats.
she said, "That's not a real Philly cheesesteak, as in that's for tourists."
Mhm.
And I understand that living in New York. We understand it living in New York. There are places where you go for pizza, and there's places where you go for pizza,
Right.
you know.
I get it.
And she was like, "Oh no, you got to go over here, here, here. This is Roscoe's ribs and toenails, you know." She was like, "This is where
Elbow.
you go. This is where you go if you want a real Philly cheesesteak."
That's like I tell people all the time, like me, like out here in Brooklyn. I mean, there's a lot of places, but if I want to get like chicken palm, on the Hero,
Mhm.
on the Johns, I'm going to Bensonhurst. Sorry,
I'm gonna say I'm
Right.
going to the House
look
of
at what they got
Calzone.
up the street.
Yeah, when I go to Calzone, I'm going to the House of
You
Calzone.
know what? John was talking about the House of Calzones today.
Yeah, man.
Paul,
Yo, boy.
are you familiar with Calzones?
Yeah.
Well, yes, you are. He's a pizza guy.
Yeah,
Well, this place still deep fries their calzones.
yeah.
You can't get any more Italian than a deep fried
Boy,
calzone.
that place is
That
no
stuff
joke.
that they make, Paul, and they make the calzone, they put it in the oven.
Uh-huh.
No. A deep fried calzone cooks evenly all the way around, and your eyes roll up in the head like a shark when it bites a human.
Wow.
The sandwich bites back at you.
Yeah,
man.
they're that. They are.
Well, they
that
claim
good.
sharks don't like the taste of humans.
That's why their eyes roll up.
And they're thinking themselves, I can't believe I'm eating.
Not this again.
Yeah, it's just garbage.
Gotta be something better out there. There is. Stop biting me.
Right.
Go get the little fishies.
Well, Ray disappeared, but it's after the hour.
Yeah, we need to get a drop here.
Drop time.
Ray, come on back, Ray. Oh, okay, Ray.
Okay,
At least unmute your mic.
well, we gonna get the drop without.
Here's
Roger's
Roger.
here.
Roger's coming in.
Hey, Roger, just in time for the drop.
Roger, how are you, sir?
Very good, very good,
How you doing? How you doing?
How was dinner, Raj?
very good.
Okay. I have only one question that concerns me, Roger.
Yes, sir.
Is it snowing up there?
Oh yeah,
Yes, it is.
he's
Paul,
getting hit.
is it still snowing where you are? Because they're
it's
talking
not.
until this year. I had always heard about winter squalls. I've seen them on Deadliest Catch when they're catching tuna
Yeah.
and lobster and stuff like that, and crabs. I've seen it on Nat Geo, but
Uh-huh.
now New York is getting squalls.
There you go.
Now,
The only reason why that's an issue for you is because of where you're geographically located.
on the ocean.
Can I share my screen?
And you're,
Yes,
you're
sir.
out east.
There.
Yeah,
is what-
where there's no wind.
It's not snowing, not much, but
Roger, stop it.
That's Roger's house.
No.
And he's
You know what?
sending that towards New York.
I'm gonna say one thing. You see how the snow is shooting
That's going to
across
stop in Buffalo.
sideways and stuff like that? That's a bad
That's
snowstorm.
not going to make it here.
You know
Our
why
water's
it's not
too
going to
warm.
make it? You want to know why it's not going to make it here, Roger?
Why?
Because we have a wall.
Even if it turns, even when snow turns and heads this way, because of where Lawrence is geographically located, him and Justin out on the island near east, I'm over here, not
Yeah.
up here.
He's further inland.
I'm here. What happens is it does this and heads that way. It
Straight
comes
out over
across,
the ocean.
heads
we already,
east,
we already
goes
got
out by them where it's cold.
Yeah, we already got a winter warning storm for Saturday. So
Not us. We got our nice day warning for Saturday.
we're gonna
Yeah, but now they say it's
snowstorm,
gonna rain on
ice rain
Saturday,
and
so
everything.
that's-
So
Yeah, now it's saying rain. Yeah.
Supposed to rain.
Yeah,
I
I'll
hope
take that
that
over the
it
snow.
does. Wait, is that Kim with the snow shovel?
Nothing
Saturday.
didn't go out at all today. I did,
Sunday
but he
rain.
didn't.
Jay Santiago, original Adobo says that the X Dynamics Evolve 2 will have 12 kilometer, which is
Yeah.
7.4 miles.
Right.
saw that.
right.
You
saw
know
that.
what?
That's what I heard
You know
too.
what? You know what? That Evolve 2.
Well, I'll be
I
honest
have
with
an
you.
Evolve 2.
I'm going to tell
called
you
a
what the
paper
problem
plane.
was with the Evolve.
What?
I'm going to tell you what the problem was with the Evolve. The Evolve
Listen.
actually had, listen to me, it actually had a very good transmission system. The problem with the Evolve is just like you see with like the Evo and the Mavics, the Phantoms, they all compensate for breakdown after distance.
Mm-hmm.
The transmission system that it's using is excellent, just that it doesn't compensate for that breakdown.
Right.
So when you get to that point, it's bloop, just like digital, you know, it's either there or it's not there. It's not like analog
Right.
where it's there and it's like, it's either
Yeah.
there or it's not there.
Yeah.
And that's what the problem was with that
If you
drone.
fly DJI, you don't have to worry about that shit.
Because where they put the antennas in the legs that day, it's like almost 360.
Well,
Some drones, if
it's
the
not
antenna
that,
is not
it's
placed
the
right,
system, period. It wasn't the antenna.
Mhm.
It was they never compensated for breakdown because, and then
Right. If you go past a certain point, the signal should boost.
well, we only counted for you to fly the drone line of sight.
Let me explain
That
something.
was what their
For
excuse was
For X
doing it.
Dynamics to go from flying across the street and losing signal to 7.4 miles, you got to show me that. And I want to see the drone. I want to see the body of the drone, the camera of it flying that far. I don't want to see a picture. Oh, we're at mile 6.5. You could be on a fixed wing as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
Well,
That's why I like
possible.
drone reviews. If you
It's
show me a
possible.
picture of a drone taking off and another guy following him while he's doing the trip, Ken Herron used to do stuff like that. Remember when he gave his Phantom Standard, Phantom Pro to his buddy? Ken Herron would follow his buddy and they would do distance tests like that. Until I see it, I'm not going to believe it. You cannot tell me that I can't cross the street and use my cell phone anymore. And now all of a sudden, not only can you cross the street, but you can go into the next town.
You know what, Lawrence? What you need to try to do, right, is to listen to some of these people when they talk about these products instead of just, uppercutting them when they come out and tell you what the text say.
1, 2. That's right.
DJI tells you that this, that, and the other, and you believe it, right? But yet you still get signal loss and you still get those same issues. So when I tell you what the man said, when they had the problems with it and he addressed the issues with it, this is what the problem was. They've addressed that issue. If anybody else, if one guy can make a drone, a lot of people could do it.
True.
If you have the money and you have the research and development, you can do it. So I don't disbelieve that it's possible. I'm just telling you what their drone is coming out to. This is what we all do. They come out with these drones. You don't know what the next Mavic Pro is going to do. We've had, look at this, everybody ran out and bought, every drone has had an issue with it. Just so that was one of the first things we talked about in the beginning. All these electronic products, they all have an issue until the firmware comes out, firmware update, this update,
Yeah.
and then everything is working smooth and fine.
Right.
When they had the problems with the X Dynamic drone, Ken Herron had issues with it. Billy Kyle and a couple other people had issues with it. He went on, what was it? Ken Herron, and he went on another show and he explained what the problems were. He talked about the transmission system, and that's what the problem was. They never compensated for signal drop. You understand? For after a certain distance. It's the same thing when you run wire for electrical circuits. You can't go but a certain amount of feet before you start getting voltage drop.
Exactly.
So basically, what they did, they pulled the Burger King. Instead of having real beef, they gave you an Impossible Whopper that looks and tastes like a hamburger, but it's not a hamburger.
Here we go. I thought he was going to say something that he can't substantiate, that it's not made out of beef.
But he was covered, huh? Yeah, that Jones crazy. But we just got to see what's up with this.
Right. That's with anything. That's why they send them out to guys to review them. Mm-hmm. They review them, and you run to the store. That's what we all want to do, right? We all want to get the joint in our hand first so we can review it and see who we can get to run to the store.
You're going to run there first, come back.
Lawrence got his Magoo glasses now.
Hello, drone shots. He's got his what?
His Magoo glasses.
Put
them on and look in the camera.
And look like do some soldering.
Flip them down and look into the camera.
God goes by his sign.
There you go.
Yeah,
but awesome. Can't hear you, Lawrence.
You're muted, Lawrence, or something.
Damn it.
There you go.
I was saying, hey, Justin, check these out. I got these.
Is that the one that
building my
Mr.
first?
Crowley was telling you about?
Yeah, these are similar, but they come with different lenses, so you can actually
speak of Mr. Crowley.
Close. I don't know how you guys get.
Look at the devil. You just popped up.
Fish
What's up?
Yeah.
You know, it kind of looks like the cartoon drawings of the chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
How much those cost now?
Hey, drone shots. These were actually $13. They come with these are actually jewelers binoculars. They're called. Okay. And the jewelers, they're supposed to. I didn't put the battery in.
Canada, they'd be $49.99.
There's 2 LED lights right here, so whatever I see, I should be able. Oh, damn! My hands are dirty.
Well, let's get this
shows you right
that
there.
That come with the lenses at that price?
Yes. They come with 5 lenses, all the way from 1 times all the way up to, I think, 2.5 or 3 times larger.
What site did you go on for?
I'll tell you right now. I'll go to my Amazon account now. I'll put the link. But as far as being able to see tiny parts and soldering, they should be pretty good. Hold on a second. Let me just go to Amazon. You guys can talk about something.
Well, they were recommended by Mr.
I wanted to get a word from our local sponsor.
Yeah,
you can do that.
You know, because if you're looking for drone news and tech talk and jokes and fun and games, come to those guys on Sundays and Wednesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys. There we go.
I will be proud.
There we go.
Hey, Indigo
so,
Rhino,
Mr. Crowley, which one did you pre-order?
Oh, I didn't. I'm working on my peanut.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
that little thing.
In the chat.
I ordered 2 of the same one just so I had an extra in case I crash it.
Okay.
Well,
here you go. Here's the link, Roger.
Hey, Lawrence, did you see the new E
dual
drone, the 5-inch one, the 4K? It looks pretty good.
I did, but for $300.
Well, it's 4K. That's why. With the onboard, with the dual cameras. No, it's not. Is it 300? I thought it was.
Roger, that's the link right there.
What is it?
That's for the glasses.
Hold on.
Yeah, these Mr. Crawley.
Yeah.
Finally got some jewelers glasses for.
Nice.
I'm gonna actually build a Franken drone. What I mean by Franken drone, I'm taking the motors from my very first drone, the LEDs. I'm taking an old frame and I'm gonna buy a stack and build it from scratch. And supposedly, with these on and some
Justin,
the LED lights
Got
that
another
come on,
drone to
I should be
rebuild.
able to see it. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Hold on. Keep them on.
Keep them on.
Justin, you got another drone. to
Mr. Crowley
rebuild.
said keep them on.
I heard
Yeah.
that, Herman.
Keep them on.
That's the link for him.
Do you mean the
Look
both
like
of you
my
gonna look into
diatom.
the camera with those glasses on?
What's up, Indigo Rhino? How are you?
He needs to answer the door with those on.
This is it right here.
Oh, for 229, the 225 millimeter.
It's 4K and it goes up to the 6S.
I didn't see that one.
That's it.
Oh,
They
this
just
is from
came-
the Eachine site.
Yeah, they just came out with it, and everyone's
Oh, the LAL 5.
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
it looks like a good drone. 6S.
Okay, Mr. Crawley. See, now you're gonna make me open up the batteries
Oh, boy.
and see if they work.
oh, you got lights on. You got
I'm like
Yeah.
RoboCop.
What happened?
Murphy.
RoboCop.
There he is.
wow. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, his is cool. You got the strap. We can adjust it.
Yeah, just in the back, like the guard, like you know what I
Yeah, like
mean.
the helmets. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a
These
welding.
fit on like
Welding helmet.
glasses. These fit on like glasses and actually have a bridge that you can expand and contract. But a lot of people are complaining with the goggles. If they have a big nose, the goggles don't fit, or something to that effect.
Well, see, these don't even touch your nose.
Right.
Right.
They just-
Yeah. Those I actually went to order those and they were on back order. I'm like, how the hell is something that
Everyone listen to
inexpensive
me.
on back order?
Everybody listen to Sean.
Yeah, that's what it was. These are $5.
Drone shots.
Yeah.
What'd they end up costing you?
Hey,
These here, I forget the link. I think like 13. What are they, Roger?
Still not bad, $13.
It's
Yeah,
that-
13.95.
Yeah, those are
For
pretty
here-
cool.
But they
here in
come with
Canada,
five.
$25.
How much are they there, Roger?
They come for 5 lenses. With,
Oh,
They're-
sweet.
Here in Canada, it comes up to the 13. Well, it says $13.95, but I don't think that's right for me.
all right,
That's
hold
a
on.
back
here.
alley surgery.
that's US.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
US.
US, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely US.
I can change livers and drones.
Well,
the right price.
You can also go double as a proctologist too.
Yeah, no, I don't go that route. That stinks.
Mr. Crawley says, I may sit here in a thong, but I don't play that.
Yeah,
That's right.
you know, I may dress sexy, but it doesn't mean I do everything.
That's funny.
Just because I dress like it doesn't mean I'm a pig.
Exactly.
No, honey, no.
Don't. Fortunately, Herman, you're not monetized yet.
Let's see him get knocked right
Which,
off
by the way,
stool.
speaking about monetization,
Come on,
Herman,
go in your room and wait.
according to
Don't make me
YouTube,
hit you.
Herman either needs 400 and something hours, or according to analytics, 200 and something hours. So he's at the
No.
cusp.
Analytics says 400 and something hours. When you
Okay.
go and you click on the monetization, they got a totally different figure.
Yeah.
So I'll wait for
course.
YouTube to catch up.
Okay. They do work. Here we go.
Indigo, that's so you can do cartwheels.
All right. Well, that's scary.
Yeah, I was
Isn't
on
that cool?
Amazon in the States, that's why.
Okay. They seem to work pretty good. I'm happy. I'll give them a shot tomorrow morning.
What?
There's a couple of projects I could work on.
No.
Pork roast tonight, jump off.
No.
Well, you know, Lawrence, you could wear those when you clean out that drain too. You know.
Or
Stop.
if you
it.
beat somebody
I
up,
need
you
to
put
see
the
the
light
back.
on, they can't
I need to
you.
see the bacteria and everybody
Yeah,
else's
yeah.
bleep, bleep,
Close.
bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'll share my
Beautiful.
screen.
Up
I'll
close.
share my screen, okay, Lawrence?
Yeah, go for it.
This is how much they are here. $44.
Wow. From $13 to $4. That's the same thing I got.
Guys, we gotta start smuggling into Canada.
Hey, Roger, do you
Yeah.
know a spot in Canada that has a very low fence?
We just heave them over the fence.
That's what I'm saying, yo. From $13 to
You know what you can
$44.
do? You
Dude,
can.
when we used to go over the border, you had like pullouts. The walls would actually push, and I mean, not that I had that, but
Uh-huh.
the things would come off on the sides.
Opinions.
Right. Uh-huh.
And going in Canada was like nothing.
Those on the dead.
You can mail all the boxes to Roger. Take the product in there.
Right. Roger, it would be cheaper to order it here and send it to you.
I was about
And
to
it
say
would.
that.
Yeah, because
The package only weighed
And they won't
package
send
weighed
it.
less than 2 pounds.
Well, I think also if it's a gift, Roger, do they have to pay the additional or no?
I don't know, Paul, because I tried to get it off the site that Lawrence sent me, and
Yeah.
they don't deliver to Canada from your site. From
They don't deliver from
Nah,
Canada.
because that link, he got to search it himself. On the
Yeah.
Amazon,
I would say, you know what you
I'm
do?
on Amazon.ca.
Roger, you know what you do? Go to that page and copy and paste the first initial part of the name.
Yeah.
And then shut down that window or browser, and then open it back up and search for it on your Amazon.
I did that. That's why I showed you $44.
Wow. And still $44?
Technically, he's paying the same price for it, Lawrence.
What?
The dollar is just not valued the same as the
yeah.
American dollar. Technically, it's the same.
Hell, I don't
But
care.
what does that
40
break down to? Like,
Our dollar goes further.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Either way.
Not really. You still need $40 to buy it up there, whether it's American or.
Yeah, but then you go to other countries, right? You got some
Yeah.
countries that tell you, well, a soda is $20.
I
Right.
know. I
That's
travel
So now,
all
when
the
you
time.
look at
Hawaii-
that, you'll say to yourself, well, $20 for a soda, shit, that's a lot of money, but that's not US
Yeah,
dollars.
$7 to $1 in Jamaica, yo.
Right.
That's how it is. Yeah. A pack of cigarettes, it costs you like
You got to go in there with a
100
wheelbarrow.
$100. You
You
know,
got to go in there with a wheelbarrow.
yeah.
Well, tomorrow I'll get a chance to check them out because I actually have to strip the drone and desolder it and all of that. So I'll probably be doing that early morning
Make sure you
before
keep them
they
tips-
wake up here.
Keep those tips clean. That's it.
Dude, I'm gonna actually buy 2 more pairs of these just to have.
You might
Because
as
they're only-
well. Hell,
They're only $5.
listen.
It's cheaper than buying batteries for it. You know?
No, I believe that. And these take three AAA batteries. I got an extra one.
These
I'm probably
come
gonna
with
put
4.
that in my.
Eat that?
I'm probably gonna put it in my TV
Why you
remote.
don't put an even amount of batteries in the thing?
This has 2 batteries per side.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's
So,
better.
but see, that's even. You can buy a 4-pack.
Right.
This
Right.
one, I have to buy a
You always
4-pack.
got
and I
one
get
dead
stuck.
battery left. over.
Right. I get stuck with a battery. So
Oh,
what
for
do you do?
Amazon.
You take this, you take it, and you put it in one of your TV remotes.
Yeah, okay. With one bad battery? Or one partially used battery?
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
batteries here are like a commodity. I have to actually lock them up. It's like a joke. Especially
what's
like,
funny?
well, actually, it's not as bad now that the boys are kind of on their own, like. But
And you know what? Batteries don't even last that long no more.
No. You know what's funny about batteries, Joe? Like, I remember when I was a kid, right? We worked at Radio Shack for one of the, your first jobs and shit. Yo, in the day of the cassette tapes, when we used to do inventory, nobody wanted to inventory batteries and cassette tapes.
Wow.
Nobody wanted to be responsible for that. The manager was in an uproar one day. This guy came in, right, that we knew he used to bring in cassette tapes and like copy a set for everybody in the
Yeah.
store. The manager wanted to know how come everybody's running off a copy of this cassette on Radio Shack tapes. That's how it go. When you do inventory, it's like hundreds of batteries short. Where do all those batteries go?
Everyone was
Home.
getting batteries.
Home. They go home.
All right, it's 628. Not too bad.
Okay.
So, Roger, which one of the Evo 2s are you buying?
I take it he got the Pro.
Right? From that comment, he's getting a Pro straight off the top.
Well, I gotta wait at least for another 6 pension checks to come in, then I'll decide.
He'll be ready by then.
But that's only provided you only feed you and the dog and not Kim.
That's it.
I put the deposit on the Pro. It was $2, right?
Oh, it's $200.
Oh, I thought it was $2.
Now, actually, what I saw, there's an up price on the $199 for the basic one. The Pro is $299 deposit, and the other one is $599 deposit.
Where's this?
For
I didn't
8K.
see that.
Yep. Go over and look at. I went to.
And there's no price
Oh.
tag on that one yet, right?
Yeah, they did update it.
Yep.
Oh, they did?
They did update it.
How much?
I'm going to tell you right now.
35?
The Pro is $199.
Oh,
Wow.
what?
They just have what?
Pro what?
The Pro on that because they have the regular Evo 2, the Pro,
Oh,
and
oh,
the
yeah.
Dual.
Oh, so it's $11.99.
No. $199 for you to deposit.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, but what's the price of the other one? The more expensive one?
Oh,
Well, I don't know what the Dual is going to cost, but I know the other one is coming in some. The first one they said like 14,
Wow.
14 to 16.
Wow.
And the
The other
Yeah.
one means 17 to 2,000.
they're claiming a 9-kilometer video transmission.
Yeah, but you're not even,
So
you know
you
what?
figure
They
every
advertise that, and you can't do that.
But every 2 kilometers is a mile.
Right.
So you figure they're talking 4.5, almost 5 miles for a video transmission. That's not bad, but I want to see that tested in New York City. Don't tell me it flies 9
Well, Paul,
kilometers.
that's
Well,
the
I'm sure
bundle,
that's on a
Paul.
straight over the ocean or no flat land, That's not
Yeah,
with
but
buildings
they
in front
still
of it.
boast 40-minute flight time, which means if
pretty
you
cool.
take 2 to 3 minutes off of that, you may get 37.
Yeah, but why though? I
What do
don't,
you
I don't
mean?
get it. Like,
Slightly bigger
like,
battery.
yeah, you're getting people these more powerful batteries, just to go more distance. Like that's killing the hobby right there, man. Because you're not buying these drones to take
It
these
is
long flights
because-
like that, man.
It is because in 3 years you won't be able to fly off
Yeah.
out of your front yard any damn way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what?
Well,
I
these
can't-
drones have that.
Listen.
These drones are
You
supposed to have that in there.
You sat here and you talked about the X Dynamic and the Evolve and why you couldn't get this, that, and the other. But yet now, what you're not understanding is with these batteries, they're not designed, this drone is not designed for you to go that far. It's for you to get optimal transmission signal within the 2 mile, within the mile range. It's not for you to go 5 miles. It's for you to get better signal when you're up close, when you can go behind things and still get that signal. That was the thing we all talked about with DJI and the fact that, DJI, we got 4.5 miles. So I know that I can go here and I can go there and still have a good signal. I can get
100 meg,
behind certain
100
things and
meg.
still get good signal. That's why they're doing that.
Well, it makes sense.
But
Indigo
people
Rhino-
want to, but
Indigo
other people
Rhino
take it
says
at
it's point.
right. He on
People do
point.
that with DJI.
Right, but exactly. So they're gonna do both. You know what I mean? But basically, they
Like,
say I can go 9 kilometers.
we've
I'll
all
go
crossed the Hudson, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course a lot of it.
Indigo Rhino says Herman's spot on.
We've all crossed the Hudson, right?
Not me.
I mean, with that,
Well,
with
almost
those
out here.
with those cameras they putting on them drones, so they say they better have all of that. Because 8K transmission, you gotta have a powerful chip up in that baby.
Yeah,
Drone big as
want
hell, man. It
somebody-
should be able to transmit a refrigerator.
I'm wondering if someone can actually do a temperature test on them. You have the temperature gun, because with pushing 8K, that thing, and only at 24 to 25 frames per sec,
That's why they
per
made it so
second,
big.
that thing's got to be really hot.
But that's why they made it so big, so it could air out.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I'm not gonna lie, Herman was talking about it earlier, but you remember the Evo 1? Everyone used to joke about 3DR Solo. Oh, the flying brick. Well, now they have a square orange flying brick.
Yeah, Paul, the extra deposit money that you got to put down, that's if you want one of the bundles.
Oh, no, here. Okay, can you see
Evo
what
2 8
what I'm
camera.
showing you?
Switch it to
Sure.
6. Switch to the 6K and see what it says. 1-inch sensor, 300. 1-inch sensor
6K
is more than
camera.
an 8K camera.
And if you want the dual, 400.
That's not what it's saying over here on mine. You getting beat.
Eh,
Paul's.
Where's yours say, huh? Put yours up.
There's some extra tax, Paul. He looking on the phone. What does that say? I can't see that.
Oh, that phone there.
Paul, what's your PIN number?
and
No, I just want to see if it's the same as mine.
here you do. Here's my PIN number. No, you don't.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same number on my
pin
luggage.
number's in the middle of my hand.
How much?
199 for what, Herman?
199 for the basic.
For the basic.
Pro.
Oh, that's the pro. Yes.
Pro.
That's the pro.
Now, when you go to the bundle, right, for the pro,
Indigo Rhino goes, it's a cooling fan that's tethered to the 8 kilometer, 220 amp cord.
they got a
what's
monkey. They got a
what's
monkey riding on it, fanning it off.
What's
right?
the extra? What's the extra $50, Herman? Is that the bundle?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So
I
Paul,
wonder what comes in the bundle.
Paul, I see you making a purchase soon.
Couple of
in the near
batteries.
future.
Click this now. Okay.
We're gonna be all over that.
They say click this now. That's what those XXX sites say too.
That's just a deposit or what?
Yeah.
Lawrence,
That's to
Yeah.
get in line, just like
you
the
see how
Sky.
small this
If
is?
you want one,
Yeah.
Roger, you might as well wait for Paul to buy
I see.
his, right? Buy it 2 times down by the river and be like, damn, this DJI came out with something else.
Uh-huh. Because you know it's
And then
coming,
he'll sell it
Roger.
to you.
Roger,
I'll just
you
send
know
it
it's
to you.
coming. I could see Paul now. Well,
Lynn's not in the chat,
they
right?
came out with the Mavic 3, so
Oh,
I
Lynn's
think
not here. I
okay.
don't think. Of course, every time I say that, she pops up.
Pops right up. Yeah, she caught him earlier trying to talk about buying one.
So Paul, you already ordered that?
What's that?
You already
yes,
put the
yes,
deposit on?
yes. Sean, those prices are released by Autel.
Wow.
Yes, those prices are released by Autel. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Right now,
Depending on where and what type of media you look for these Autel drones dictates what the price is going to be.
Right
Because
now,
it showed
DroneWorks
obvious.
is
Paul is
taking,
in Michigan. We're here in New York. And there may be a different mobile price from the website price. So you have to look at these things. Check for-
DroneWorks is taking pre-orders right now.
DroneWorks is taking pre-orders.
On a drone they don't even have in stock.
Actually, I am too. You
Mr.
only have to
Crowley's
give me
taking
150. 150 down, $500 for the drone.
Hey guys, just on a short note, tomorrow morning I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow morning. I got an appointment. I
Uh-huh.
will be on tomorrow afternoon.
Is this for the rash?
Mr. Crawley just did the Home Alone.
There's just a
Oh,
topical ointment for that.
Only,
Mr. Crawley
only
just
Sean,
did the
only
Home
you.
Alone thing. You know,
Hey, gotta keep it interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how doctors do it though.
Justin, you look like you're fading, man.
Kind of.
Yeah, of course, slipping, huh?
That's all right. That's all right. I understand.
My
My wife-
more that
I
iced
was
tea, but I
talking
gotta
to my
go.
wife the other day, and usually she does this to me. I'll be talking to her, and she'll just go in the middle of the conversation. And I did it to her the other day. You know, she took a picture. And what woke me up was I heard, "Chicky," you know, the photo, the shutter. I'm like, why are you taking a picture in my sleep? She says, so when you piss me off, I can show it to you.
That's okay. I have this thing, the sleep apnea problem, where sometimes I don't sleep at all at night and I stay up. And I'll literally be sitting in a chair and I just close my eyes and I'm asleep.
Right.
And my wife hates it and the kids hate it. They all get mad. All of a sudden, I found out that between the 3 of them, they were taking pictures of me in different sleeping positions. and like showing it to each other. They showed me, it's like a picture of me in the car.
Right.
Picture me in a seat at dinner.
Here's the
Yo,
famous one.
Lawrence, I coach with a guy that's got sleep apnea, and he refuses to wear the mask at night to
I do
sleep,
too.
and he doesn't sleep at night. So when we get on the field by 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we're doing special,
He's ready to
teams,
pass out.
oh no, because he does all the special teams.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, let's go. We're gonna line up. We're gonna kick. We're gonna kick extra point. All right, kick it.
Like
Wow.
Grandpa Simpson.
No! Yeah, from the right hash, go to move the ball to the right hash. Move the ball to the right hash.
Right back out again.
Then he's right back out. Then when special teams is over, he gets his walker, sets it up, sits down to the end of practice.
That's awesome. I do the same thing, man. It's scary.
Yeah, the guy's 70-something years old.
Yeah, I'm not that old yet.
Well,
I'm
That
close.
that makes me feel bad because I get up anywhere from 3 to about 4 in the morning. Like Herman says, I wake the rooster. But if I'm home or I'm not moving around, usually about 10 or 11 o'clock, I'm ready to shut down and take a
I
nap.
think we have a very serious problem in this country because Phil used to be a federal agent. He still has his badge and his gun, and I'm scared.
Ooh.
I'm scared.
Well, you don't have to worry
Any-
about him shooting you.
Excuse me, I got the doorbell.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's probably that guy.
Yeah. What are you doing talking about me?
You
Bang!
talking about me? Anyway, what Roger has the book to slay back in. The damage waiver takes forever to deal with. I missed that. No way. Can I call
Because-
dibs
because
on
I will be
Paul's
there
Evo 2? Rhino says, can he call dibs on your Evo 2, Paul, after you order it? When you hear DJI's coming out with something.
Oh, you can get in line.
Paul, you still have the Maverick Zoom?
What's up, Robert? How are you?
That's what I fly almost every day. Yep.
What an unbelievable picture that gets from far away, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
That I really wish I got that one. Now, I mean, I have the Maverick Pro Max blind. And the only thing it gives me is an extra distance, and I don't really care for that anymore. It's like almost stuff that I use is fairly close, within a quarter of a mile, half mile.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a package.
Oh, Herman, what'd
I
you
saw
get?
batteries on it. He's a battery hoarder.
Is there a battery label?
What'd you do? Get your new mini?
I saw a battery label on it. So
it's a phone.
Oh,
okay.
It's a phone.
All right. What's up,
what
Brand
kind of phone?
Ariels? How are you, buddy?
Why is it vibrating?
It's not for me. 'Cause I would never have no junk like this around here.
What happened?
I said it's not for me because I would never have no junk like this around here.
iPhone, huh?
Oh, see.
Watch your mouth, boy.
You want to know what? That must be for Jay.
I like when I turn the GPS on, I'm going where I'm supposed to be going.
Huh. You see the commercials with Mayhem? Turn left now.
Yeah.
And those car commercials.
Hey,
I like when he breaks
remember all
into
those
the guy and
meetups I
steals
was
his
trying to go
car?
to using Google
Yeah.
Maps, and I ended up in the wrong place? Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah. See,
No,
Justin.
that's Google.
That was
That's Android. That's
But
Google.
No.
Justin
That's
has an iPhone. Justin
The
has an
Google
iPhone.
Maps don't work on iPhone. It didn't work for a while because when they had the lawsuit against Samsung,
Yeah.
Google was like, "You gonna sue? All right, no problem."
But I would use
See
the
how your
regular
maps
maps on the phone.
That's why I never use it. I use Waze anyway, but
See how
Google
your
own
map-
Waze.
Waze
So,
now.
yeah, I use Waze. I never use Google.
Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with Waze, WAZE, it's an app here in the United States that tells you where speed light cameras are,
Potholes,
speed
everything.
zones, potholes,
I get that with
police
Google
officers.
Maps.
police
Ah.
officers,
You don't
emergency-
get no live alert though.
everything.
Video
It lets you
cameras.
know. And a lot of
Tell you
people don't notice.
where all the speed traps is
Well,
at.
hey, Herman, does it
Well,
tell you
Google-
where all the
Google
retired
always.
agents are with sleep apnea too?
Nah,
But Google own Waze. So
Yes,
anyway.
Google does own Waze, which is funny because why don't they just switch over Google Maps to Waze, but I can see their point. Google Maps is worldwide. Waze is local.
Right.
You know, so
I have no problem with Google Maps.
Yeah, I like Google
Rojo,
Maps.
Rojo wants to know if he did something wrong. He didn't. His wrench is gone.
no, I
Robert,
have no
Robert's
idea.
been on
Oh,
here.
It's just going.
oh, I'm sorry, Robert, but you have a wrench on Sunday nights with those guys. This is a different live stream.
Oh, because it's Herman.
That's what
Robert
it is.
and Herman are buddies. What's going on?
Send him a link, Lawrence. You got his email.
Send Robert a link. I don't have his link. Send
I'll
him a
send
link.
it.
Just send it to him.
I
I'll
didn't
send
send him a link.
I'll
Paul
send-
got him in, and I just gave him a wrench.
Oh, Paul got him.
You know, it is like
Paul
when
let me
Roger
give you in
goes
the corner.
live. He sends a wrench to everybody. He sends an invite to everybody in his list. That way, when people come in or they can't come in, well, you see who's there.
That's
who's
why I
there,
said
who's
just send the link anyway, whether they there or not. You know,
not. Right,
Come in,
right.
they
That's
just
what
come
you
in.
do. Herman is cheap with the wrenches. Brand Ariels.
Thank you.
Brand Ariels. I'm glad someone else said it. Herman's cheap with the wrenches.
You know what? Just like how I take
Huh?
responsibility for the drop,
Yeah.
that whole wrench thing, you're gonna take responsibility for that.
For what?
He said when we first started this, if
You
they
gotta get
don't
on.
come on the
That's
show,
what he said.
they don't get a wrench.
That's what he said. And
And
that's why Matt
the
never
guys
got a
that
wrench.
don't have a wrench,
Right.
never been on the show.
You right.
Okay, Robert, what he's saying. So Paul, send him an invite. so
I
he
already
can get
sent
on
it. I sent it.
And hold on, Jay Santiago, who won something in your giveaway,
Yeah.
Has
doesn't need
never
to
been on the show.
Never been, and they got a wrench. That's why Matt want to knock him out.
Yeah, right. Even Matt's got a wrench. It's true. Herman.
But he
is
had to
cheap.
come on the show first.
Herman is cheap with the wrenches.
Yeah, I would say I ain't, you know.
It's okay. We understand.
Like, you keep it up, you won't have one.
Oh,
Ah,
oh.
That's okay. I know the password.
You won't have one.
don't mess with Herman. He'll change the password.
No, that's okay. Herman's one of those guys that only has about 5. Mr. Crawley, you got issues. You know that, right?
I understand that.
You see what he put in the Zoom chat, right?
I don't
No,
look at
talk
it.
about it.
All right, Robert.
What I
Hey,
know is
Robert,
from
I
him,
didn't mean to start anything. I just made a
It
comment.
happens.
It's like,
Yes,
holy
you
crap.
did. Yes, you
Hold
did.
on, Robert. Robert,
What's up, Ray?
What's up, Rob?
you know he's really cheap with wrenches, so you better
I
type in
know.
the chat room now so you can get your blue wrench. It'll be gone tomorrow, but at least we saw it.
It's like a golden ticket. I got to hold on to it, you know?
Yeah,
don't think
exactly.
that you could just get it and run off the stream either, because I'll take it away.
I just commented and ran.
There you go.
And I hope you're not drinking nothing, Robert, because if you are, you're drinking by your damn self.
We're not going to do
Already
that
had-
again, right?
I already had
round
one.
3? I'm ready.
And see, Herman's already got
Yeah,
his.
by
wrench.
yourself, guys.
Hey, Justin woke
Come on,
up.
Sean.
He mentioned alcohol, and
I'll take
Justin
it.
wakes
What?
up.
Look at the smile on Justin's face.
Yeah, you mentioned
that?
alcohol, and he wakes up.
Oh, good.
What the? Oh, hey, go ahead, Herman.
Now
You
you
can
know
give
what
him
to
a
have
wrench
at the
now.
meetups.
You can give him a wrench now, Herman.
He doesn't have one?
No, not Robert.
He should have. I hit him already.
Robert,
Well,
type something in the chat and see if
He
it
did. He put Hey
I
Phantom
just
Flight
did.
101. He should have put Where's my damn wrench?
You want to put them in a timeout?
Please,
Right?
please put me in a timeout.
Okay.
Saigon,
can't.
man, I think about that Ortel Evo 2. DJI is suck with the tech support. You want to know what, Saigon? I kind of agree with you, and I kind of don't, because Ortel, even though they're American-based company, they're still from Asia. And what I mean by that is the technical support is only as good as their warehouse. They had a
Well, I don't care if you import 6,000 pounds of stuff from China and put it together in a warehouse somewhere in Nebraska. It's a Chinese drone.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, but Ortel, it's only because Ortel has people answering the phone, live people answering the phone.
Yeah,
That's
they got
the
a lot
only
of people
difference.
answering the phone at DJI.
Well, yeah, they do answer the phone, but it takes 3 people before you understand what they're saying.
I mean, I've had problems, but I never had
That's
a problem.
terrible.
Once I get that shipping label,
That's it.
I never have a problem with them.
Nope.
Well, at least you get the shipping label.
Yeah, I've gotten all my labels.
And when you get stuff back from them, it's like it's brand new, whether it's been refurbished or whether they have to do a care refresh swap. All brand new in the plastic, wrapped up tight, sealed.
You know what? I don't even take their labels. I just send it overnight. They get it the next day. I pay for that. I don't care.
I did that once or twice, but that
Excuse me one second,
$200
guys.
back and 200 and change back and forth to
Hey,
California
Roger, is anyone going
kinda
live
hurt
tonight?
sometimes.
Oh, well, I mean, you got Coast to Coast Drones at 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
Dude, as
That's
soon
all
as
I
the
know of.
live stream is over, I
Yeah,
gotta go
he
get
posted.
Jim.
He did post in the those guys page.
Yeah.
It was like shortly after those guys.
Yeah.
Check out Coast to Coast Drones. One evening we should max out the panel numbers and record a special drop. Geeks Vana,
Oh yeah.
that would be great.
What's up,
The
Geeks?
problem is right now we are allowed to have 49 people on the panel.
What?
Yes, Zoom. Once you pay for it, you will be allowed to have up to 49. They
49
say
people.
50 is not true. I was looking at the terms of service. It's actually 49 because once you pass 50, they charge you a higher rate.
Yo, Paul,
Yes.
you could pre-order up to 30 of these, man.
You mean
Oh,
like
hey, Lawrence.
I did with the Inspire 2s? That means
Yeah.
nobody get them in.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
You could pre-order up to 30 of them.
What is that new?
That's an alien, yeah.
Night Train says the new group, the Nobe
When'd you get it?
crew.
What
is-
happened?
Yesterday. And then I got this one today. The peanut.
Okay. See.
Come on, Ray, jump on, man. We all order one.
Yeah, jump on.
Jump on. We all go order one, man.
I'm gonna call this chick up. Say, listen, I want this. Give me that. joint."
Shout outs. Pusa Studio. It's
What?
10 minutes too. They're going live at
Yeah, they're
7.
going live too at 7.
Yeah. And
If
Andrew.
you feel like stopping by and shooting Andrew a couple of $2 super chats, he'll love it. But you gotta space him out. Just when he's ready to talk, hit him with
Hold on,
another.
that's right. Hold on. Night Train's been coming here for a minute. Who's got Night Train? He still hasn't gotten that invite. Herman.
Night
Since
Train, what's up, man?
Herman is the Scrooge of Blue Wrenches there.
No, he isn't. You
Bring
guys
the
can
train
talk
in.
the chat.
Bring in
You got
Night.
his email?
Huh? Who's got his
Who has
email?
I think Paul's got his email. Or Roger should have it.
Who's?
I
I
got it.
might.
Night Train.
I don't think I have Night Train's
Paul,
email. I'm not
what
sure.
you typed, Paul, what you typed in that chat, I agree with 100%. But sometimes when you tell someone to stop picking your nose, you're gonna make it bleed. They keep
So you want
picking.
me to send a link to Night Train?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Please do. Night Train's been coming loyally, and I don't know when I sent him that text early in the morning, but I'm pretty sure it was about 2 or 3 a.m. his time.
There you
There's you know what? I'm gonna copy it too.
go. I sent it to you, Mike.
I don't know if anyone's looking for a 3D printer, but Micro Center has one for $100. It's a mini
Holy
one.
crap, really?
That's a good starter for 3D printer.
I've been thinking about getting one.
$100.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You pay for what you get.
Oh, Rory, no.
You
Yeah.
go to a dollar store for hamburger buns. Guess what?
No, the regular price is
Yeah,
$200.
one of them gonna be
Oh.
burgundy, right? One of the
Oh.
buns gonna be burgundy.
Hold on a second. Those dollar buns is the move when you ain't when
When you're barbecuing, yeah.
Look, I printed
you
baby.
got a lot
By
of
the
people.
time their stomachs start hurting, they're already home.
Like I said, you're
Ah,
gonna
it's
get
the
one of them
child.
gonna have rainbow on it. I'm telling you.
Right.
That nigga way in the back, in the middle, he all rainbow, like, huh?
Nah,
What's up,
yeah,
Michael?
from the supermarket.
How are you, Night Train?
So
What's
Trey,
up, Night Train?
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, the I don't know what time you sent the message across, but I got up at like 6:30 or so or whatever. I was like, oh man.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're,
I was like,
you're
oh,
East
he's
Coast
up early, ready to go out. He's
Yeah.
going for the sunrise.
then. East Coast then. Where are you, Mike?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm in Central Michigan, so I'm Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, that would explain it. Because I thought that you were in a different time zone. I'm like, fuck. I text this guy something, and it was like 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning.
I'm the same time zone as y'all.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I appreciate that advice earlier. It did work. It
Good.
worked out fine. I had to bump it down because of the VTX, but
Yeah, they
now-
say that VTX does sometimes get some interference with that. So
well, it's okay because I found out in an open field that setting is fine. But in where I'm trying to punch through trees and stuff in a park, I actually had to drop it down because I'm getting too many signals bouncing back at me.
right,
But other than that, everything worked fine.
good deal.
What was
I haven't
that?
played with it a whole lot as far as the R9.
On my R9 module,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that optimum setting that I don't need to go further than a quarter mile, but it's good to know I can land on one side of a building or go behind a building and still not fail safe.
See that?
Hey, you
Yeah.
know, when we
It's
go
a
over
cool
here,
antenna.
when
I
you go
see.
to the YouTube channel, it looks like Hollywood Squares.
It does. It does. Now, if we all had X's and O's, we could play.
Yeah.
Here's a story
Uh-oh.
about a man named Brady Paul.
Hey, pointing at this guy here. I don't know. I have to look at the live stream and see. Oh, okay. Herman is here. Paul is here. Justin's under me. Mike is under him. Robert's to the right of Michael, and Cool Bick is above Michael and between Herman. So I don't know if it shows different on everyone's screen or whatever.
Crap,
No,
I'm
it's-
Cindy
it's what it's
Brady.
showing. Actually, no, I think the boys are on that side. The girls are on the right side facing the screen.
And Drone Shots Week says we can do X's and O's with OBS. We're gonna have to play around with something.
That'd be cool. Right now we got 9, so it'd be good time.
There you go. There's
Yeah, we could have a quiz show.
Tic-tac-toe.
There's the Brady bunch right there. Minus
X right
Hollywood
here on
Squares.
Paul.
What's that?
It's
X
Hollywood
right here on
Squares.
Paul.
Yeah.
22 watching.
Adios
You
with that.
guys that are lurking out there, we appreciate you anyway. We know you're scared.
Is
They
that
come
what it is? I
inside.
mean, they just listening, hanging out, and having. a
No,
good
for
time.
the people who are listening while they're eating dinner or doing something, that's explainable. But we tend to average, we get a general average of who's watching and who's in the chat room. Saigon, oh, you guys didn't, this was funny. Saigon, you know, Twan came out to fly with us today, right?
Yeah, we know.
So me and John and I are all bundled up, and he comes out of the van. He's like, "Hey, what's up, everyone?" And after a while, he pulls out his drone. We get him in the air flying, and he goes, "I'm going back to the car." We're like, "Why?" Because it's too damn cold out here.
We had like feels like a 19 or something with the wind chill and everything else out there. It was crazy cold.
Well, when we got to the park, the wind was at 17 miles per hour. When we left 2.5, 3 hours later, the wind was 30 to 35 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't bother me too much, but
It was mainly just
Lawrence, did you see
us-
that? Did you see the link I posted in there for the sessions? There's people selling. There's companies selling now.
no, I didn't.
It was a
Paul, look at Paul. X to block. You got a circle, right? Does this count as an X? Does the props count as an X? Here's my X. Okay, hold on.
They could work.
Hold on. Justin's
Hey,
got an
those are
O.
6-inch props?
Justin's got an O.
Here we go.
Those are 6-inch props?
Azure,
Yeah.
6-inch props. Yeah.
You got
I
the
ordered
6145s?
Yes, I ordered 5 pair and they sent me a 6th
Uh-oh.
one. Here we go. We got the Hollywood
At the
Square.
bottom.
Oh, we got it.
You on the
Oh,
bottom.
wait a minute.
Paul Murray.
Wait, hold on. Roger the block.
Carly, Robert,
So
and
it's up to
Mike.
Herman and you, Ray. Herman and Ray.
Okay, but
Oh,
they already
wait,
got it
there's
at the
an
bottom
X.
already.
There we
Roger
go
had the
across
block.
the top.
We got it, man. You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Hold on, Paul. Back up. Oh, Paul traded on us.
You lose, man. No big
I
deal.
can do this
Yeah.
way as an O and flip it.
Paul traded.
Like an X and O.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one.
I got a
Fire
mix
reel.
now.
The Paul
Oh,
still
yeah,
stuck.
right. You could have used a drone as a prop,
Right.
actually, too. Here you got me looking around for a circle.
Here you go.
Right.
Got O's.
Okay, here we go. My wireless charger.
Here's my O.
There's my
Got
ex.
O's.
There's my ex.
There's my ex.
There's my ex.
You guys need to find something to do.
Doing it.
Yeah, we trying it, right?
See, Lawrence, what Saigon wrote for you, Lawrence, at the bottom.
Hold on. So Lawrence, I'm 51 this year. I'm not younger like in my 20s. Dude, I'm 56. We were out there handling it.
Oh, you got the
Twan,
wicked old.
he came out, he's like, damn, it's cold. He just, wait, I thought someone was beeping over here.
Wind was the problem. That was the wind,
Yeah, it was just gusting.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
All
wasn't
day.
cold. It was just windy.
all day.
At least here
You
in New
know,
York.
the wind actually wasn't bad. It was just when it started, when
And hold on, I'm not
when it
compl-
got bad.
I'm not complaining, Mother Nature. Keep the snow up there where Roger is.
Yeah, definitely.
Roger, can you share your screen right now? Show these guys what's coming.
I
I don't
heard
know
Roger.
if you've
Roger
seen
Showing
won
or
a
not.
Mavic Mini.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's
Hey,
why
is
we don't
that
live in
Kim
Canada.
under that snow mound?
It's not as bad as this morning.
On the house.
Is that Kim under that mound on the left?
No.
Kim went out yesterday for the mail.
Kim's
Right,
a little
hasn't
light in the
come
middle
back.
of the driveway. That's his beacon to get him back.
1,700.
You missed a spot shoveling.
Roger, there's definitely something wrong.
Tractor.
Snow is supposed to fall down, but when it's going sideways and in every
That's the
direction,
wind.
that's critical.
Hey guys, let's get a drop and get out of here because I got to make a run.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
God.
yes.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Guys, everybody ready?
Yep.
'Cause now we got a lot of people here.
Hold on. Does Night Train have his blue wrench?
Everybody, did
Oh,
everybody
wait a
hit
minute.
the
Night
like-
Hold on.
Train, type
Thank-
in the chat.
Thanks for
He-
reminding
he's-
me on that.
He said, yeah, see? Night Train, I was looking out for you. It came on next week and was like, yo, where's my damn wrench?
You stole my wrench
Okay,
again.
there it is. He just typed in the chat. We do appreciate you all highly here on Those
You
Guys.
got it now.
All right, cool. All right, let's do this drop and get out of here.
You ready, guys?
Yeah.
Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by
Those
guys.
I think I'm out there good.
It came out.
Eh,
Would be proud.
Mr.
Well,
Crowley is
one
now
of y'all sound like
reincarnated
you
again.
constipated.
That was you.
That was you, huh?
I'd like to thank everybody on the panel for coming and hanging out tonight and chatting, talking about this Evo. And matter of fact, I hope everybody's ordering one.
Want to?
We got to put your order in.
I am taking orders. Send your money to Novice Quad /FPV.
But Mr. Crowley has them cheaper.
And I'd like to thank everybody.
Oh,
I'd like to thank everybody in the
Order for
chat for
$100.
coming and hanging out with us.
Ray ordered
And
it,
I'll
right?
see you next time on Phantom Flight 101.
I saw that.
Those
Ray.
guys.